These are the Autumn Jumpstarter Mini Snapdragons. Look how branchy they are. So I think it's about time I put them in a patio pot. They've been hardened off so they can stay out on the patio now. And I think that container will look really nice. I should have enough to do a few. You can put them in the garden if you want to, just make sure they're right at the very front. As always, I'm using the cheapest option, which is homemade compost in the bottom of the pot, which is lovely, but it does have weed seeds in it. So I'll plant on top of this and then finish up with some shop-bought compost, which is sterilised, so it won't have any weed seeds in it, and that will keep the weed seeds that are in the homemade compost in the dark, so they won't germinate and smother my pots. For a pot of this size, depending on how you want your display, I'm not going to put anything else in here, so I'm going to use 5 plants because I want a lovely full display, and the size of the pot I'm using is 27 centimetres in diameter. Now I think that looks absolutely smashing. So before I water it, I'm just going to move it to its final position on the patio, because once you water it, it will become heavier. And I have to be careful about lifting heavy things. So I'll put it in its final position and then give it a really good drink just to settle the compost in and the plants. You can, if you want to, give it a seaweed feed at the same time. There is nutrients in the compost, but they will take just a little while to start releasing so the plants can take them up. So a feed at planting time is never a bad thing. Fast forward just 24 hours since I planted the Mini Butterfly Snapdragons, and they are sitting pretty in their pot, ready to take over from the tulips later on this season. So here's a little planting combination for you. So here are the Mini Butterfly Snapdragons and our new Heaven Sent stocks, which are just a touch taller. The contrast of the shape of the flowers is just amazing. And of course the stocks are scented too. They're good enough to pick. They're tall enough to pick to go into a vase arrangement. So I thought I would plant 1 snapdragon per pot, just so you could get the general idea about how much space they need and how big each individual seed will eventually grow. These are absolutely fantastic, aren't they? They are mini versions of the Madam Butterfly. They don't need staking, perfect for patio pots or even the front of your border. They are insane. Oh, look at that.